Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Hines. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking for a block. It's Kane. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's King. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback...
And it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Let's see what they do on third down. Back to pass, it's Svoboda. Gets open down the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hobbs. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give on the inside. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quickly complete. And the Cowboys are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Merritt.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? defensively, you saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after the really good gain on first, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Okay, I'm letting Coach Jackson take over on defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to the air one more time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't
Good job, Coach Jackson.
stop handing it off, just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you've got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hines. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Let's go!
Trying to impose their will with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack and dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the pummeling has started.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line, and the returner will be brought down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Finds a crease at the 20. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On second down, wants to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go.
To the ground, he's got it again. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They want that clock to run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something.
Going for it all. Got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete.
GG Coach Jackson.
Big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Looking to throw on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for us.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rainbow Warriors will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Duffy. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quick strike complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's James. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Makes the grab over the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're going to run it. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And the Aztecs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Noah. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Hines. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Rolls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great move there. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down, get a new set of downs.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's Tanner. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. On third down, going up top. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Off play action on first down. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Back to pass, it's Duffy. He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw it again. Uncorks one. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best player's got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Duffy. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Caught near the sideline, it's Sutton. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Hawaii 14, San Diego State 3.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Beast, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's high. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing in the second level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Let's go!
Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
At the 46-yard line. Second down coming up.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10.
Football 7! Football 7! Here we go, set!
He's going to pass. That's reeled in at times. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Running the red zone. It's Vaughn. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They want to power it in on the ground on third and goal. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the route is on. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man down the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Nolan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Second down coming up.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Line getting set on second down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get... Running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. A third and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.